Discuss popular culture and takeaway art a little later. But first, the work of Leo Cussen has been exhibited widely, from the National Gallery of Australia to the Museum of Modern Art in Belgium, as well as the annual Intuit show of folk and outsider art in Chicago. Leo has an intellectual disability, and together with similarly disabled artists, he was recently part of a major exhibition at the Australian galleries. This puts his work in pretty good company alongside artists like Gary Shedd, Brett Whiteley and Jeffrey Smart.
Leo came to Art Projects Australia through his day placement. He started with a half day and then it was built up to 3 days a week. When Leo was 9, he was knocked off his bike by a car, and he had an injury that was temple fracture, and the damage it did, it made him epileptic. This is why he wears a helmet most of the time, and he got encephalitis. It's like having the same sort of injury in the same spot twice, and that left him much more deeply scarred with the epilepsy.
The sort of brain damage that he's sustained has meant that he doesn't have orderly thoughts. He will talk about something that happened yesterday, something that happened tomorrow, something that happened 15 years ago, all in a single breath.
Arts Project Australia is an organisation that supports people with disabilities and promotes their work in the broad context of contemporary art.
Where's Peter Thomas?
Peter Thomas, he's not in today, I don't think. So he'll probably come in tomorrow.
Leo and a number of artists have been working towards an exhibition at Australian galleries, being presented in a mainstream gallery, and we're so excited about it.
Yeah.
What scene is that, Mum?
Well, that's the one out of Holiday Inn at Lincoln's birthday or something.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. That's Bing, Nancy, and these are the chorus girls coming down here. You can tell that by the crosshatching.
And look, he's got the black face of Bing.
Yeah.
And he's even got the white whiskers.
Oh, yes. Oh, he doesn't miss it. And the white glove.
Yeah.
The white glove. And the cane.
Yep.
And Nancy's got that stripe.
If you're burdened down with trouble, if your nerves are...
He seems to really like film that has a lot of movement in it, dance in particular, and singing. So he really enjoys those old-fashioned musicals. He's never really become interested in the more modern types of films. He's sort of stuck in a groove, if you like, in the 50s in some ways, and I'm not quite sure why. But those sort of works obviously appeal to him.
If you're laid up with a breakdown, throw away your vitamins.
Don't get worse.
Grab your nurse and come to Holiday Inn.
He does like to explore a particular subject or a particular film or a particular theme or particular characters in great depth. And when he moves on to something else, I really don't know what drives him to move on to a different subject, but he does become very fixated on particular subjects, and I think perhaps likes to exhaust them to the nth degree. These earth tones, he really loves them, even though the images that he's using are actually black and white.
Yeah, but they're the three that he does in a great number, and you can tell. Black, white,
yeah,
and the terracotta. They look good too.
Australian Galleries is a commercial gallery that's been representing artists for just on 50 years. We've had a very long run with artists such as Arthur Boyd and Jeffrey Smart and Brett Whiteley while he was alive. We had Fred Williams exhibitions, John Brack exhibitions. There is this uncanny structure of picture making in Leo. He's a fabulous maker of colour, blocks of black, of filling the page, of leaving the page empty, that he is a really beautiful constructor of a picture. I feel that when good art's been made by a group of artists who have got disabilities, then let's just put them in the ring. You know, just let's say it's part of what we all do. Now, the thing that really strikes me as amazing is that some of the marks that these artists make are worthy of theft by Picasso. That they really have this extraordinary, unconscious line of just expressing something simple, simply, which is something that our modern society has terrible trouble coming to terms with. It has this childlike quality, which is a sort of an uncluttered and pure gift, and sometimes extraordinarily amusing point of view. In fact, cheekily amusing. This mob can get away with things that perhaps another group of artists can't get away with because they're expected to be becoming more sophisticated all the time. What I've learned, of course, is that this group of outsider art is amazingly sophisticated.
It's completely unpretentious. He's not trying to prove anything. He does it because he loves to do it, and it's his way of expressing himself, I suppose.
I became personally interested in the artist's work from Arts Project Australia for no other reason than I actually liked it. Where the real admiration lies, unquestionably, it's been other artists. They recognise that pure quality in it. They understand how these people can do it naturally, when in some cases they've been trying to do it for years. They buy them because they love art anyway. They buy them because they are outsider art, and that's fantastically interesting in its own right. And they buy it because they can enjoy it and learn something and give something as a result of it. Good art is good art whatever. It doesn't matter where it came from, it's just good art.
With the family, they're all very keen on him doing so well, and they're all very keen on his artwork because they've seen it improve and improve over the years. And also the fact that it's given him such a wonderful life, because he's literally grown from losing pretty well everything he had to coming up to real excellence in his sphere. The family would be pleased.
Leo's my brother, and he's an artist because that's what it is. That's what he does, and that defines him, and it provides a life for him now instead of just an existence, which I think a lot of people have.
Adam, he's not here, boss. Where's Adam?
Gee, that's a lovely story. Now, this afternoon,